gerne weiter an jemanden, der sich auskennt und hört da manchmal mit und habt da sowas mal mitgekriegt. Das ist jetzt, wie gesagt, Lernen aus Halbweisheit.
George is forcing me to do this here. You know, he said not to say anything, but he's got the connections to shut me down, so there's really nothing I can do. And what he wants me to do is tell you a little bit about who I am and the product that I'm sitting next to here. I'm Casey Dowdell, and we're going to talk about the Bricasti reverb today, which is a new reverb that my partner Brian and I have developed over the last 2.5 years. We spent a lot of time, we're very proud of it, and we're here in Germany showing it to the Tonmeisters at the conference. It's been very successful. We've had a lot of very interesting people come by and take a listen to it. It's been I think well worth the time coming over to the conference to show it. So we can go over and take a look at it. This is what we've been showing all week, and this is the Bricasti reverb. They call it the Model 7 or M7, and it's a more or less traditional reverb. It's not a convolution reverb at all, but we've tried very hard to maybe make a small step in advancing the science of reverberation. It's a fascinating science, and it's certainly one that deserves the research. So, as I said, we've spent about 2.5 years putting this model together. It's the one product that we have, just a simple stereo unit, but you know, it does have some very unique sounds as well as some maybe more traditional sounds, given that it is a traditional algorithmic based reverb. It does have all of the typical adjustments that you would expect. So if you've ever sat down at a 480 Lark, you probably know how to run this system already. It's a very, very simple set of parameters, not real deep. We really concentrated on trying to get a very simple algorithm that sounded good for as many people as possible. And we hope to get one into your studio someday and you know, maybe make up your own mind and see if it's any good for you. I guess that's the bottom line. But we like it, and I guess some of the key things that we've tried to do that maybe advance the state of the art a bit. We've tried to make it a very spacious sounding reverb so that you can put the reverb in the room instead of just in the speakers or the headphones. We've been listening to headphones all day, so you know, really get the sound out into the room. And that's, I think, part of what we've done is really sat in real halls and listened to the sound and really tried to create an algorithm that really reflected that, but maybe went it just a little bit better, because it isn't a convolution. It gives you the opportunity to enhance reality a little bit. So we tried to do that. We can also cop the sounds of some of the earlier reverbs that you're maybe familiar with by turning up some modulation and so forth to get some traditional sounds which I've used in my studio for many, many years and wouldn't want to be without, and into some new sounds that I haven't used yet in recording situations, but I can say that we're working at Sound Mirror in Boston. It's a mastering facility where we're developing the presets, and we've been doing some interesting things with it there as far as working with some different types of music, and so far we've been very happy with it. The sounds are very promising, and I'm looking forward to getting out of development and getting back into the studio and really starting to do some real work with it, and be able to report back more on some of the real world aspects of it.
Okay.
But more importantly, we'd like to get it into your place so you can report back to us some of the real world aspects of it, whether you'd like to.
It rules.
Yeah, okay, it rules. Did you say it drools? I got it.
Okay, can you tell us something about just the overall function in short?
Yeah, sure. I mean, as I say, it's not there's no rocket science to this, so it's not
Fletcher's
particularly difficult one to use. For example, programs, we have several different programs that you might want to use. For example, if you let's see if we can go in and take a look at some of the different presets that we have. You can step through banks. We have halls, plates, rooms, chambers, ambience, of course, weird spaces, a few presets for post, this sort of thing. And of course, these are all things that can be edited. So if you, as I say, worked with lexicons before, these all look pretty familiar. Roll off, pre-delay, reverb time, size, diffusion, density, the whole set of things that you're familiar with. You can certainly save your own presets in registers, name them. We've tried to make that as simple as possible. But also, if you've made some edits, you can save them on the favorite keys. We've got 4 favorite keys. So if you're in a session and you just want to make some tweaks to some presets, you can go ahead and just set them up on the keys and go for them very quickly. It's also very useful if you're in a situation where you're trying to compare 2 or 3 or 4 different sounds. You're not really sure really which you like better. You can flip back and forth, and of course all of the changes are cross-faded, so there's no glitching going on when you're trying to audition sound, so it makes it fairly easy to So that's pretty much the run around the user interface. The rest of it is all about hearing it, and I think that's the important part.
Okay, thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you, George. Please don't shut me down, okay? I did it.
I won't.
Okay.